What's up, guys? It is your English tutor, Tyra. Welcome back to the channel, and if you are a Matric right now, you know exactly what time it is. The final push for those trial exams. Seriously, it's crunch time, and I know the pressure is on, but don't stress. I'm here to help you navigate it. Today, as part of our July trial exam deep dive, I'm going to throw you a literature lifeline. We're diving headfirst into one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, thought-provoking Matric set works, Athol Fugard's incredible My Children, My Africa. Now, I'm not just going to give you a generic overview. We are going to dissect this play and pull out the top 3 themes that are guaranteed to give you an edge in your answer sheet when you're answering the questions, or when you talk about specific codes, character insights, and how to link it all together for those top marks. So grab your copy of the play or your book, maybe a pen and paper, and let's get into it. So theme 1, the power and limitations of education. Right, so let's kick things right off with our first major theme, the power and limitations of education. This is absolutely central to the play, largely embodied by Mr. M. Think about it. Mr. M believes education is the ultimate weapon against oppression and ignorance. He truly sees it as a path to a better future for his students, especially Tammy and Isabel. Remember that powerful line where he says, and I'm quoting here, "I have given my life to education, I believe in it." That's not just a throwaway line, it's his entire philosophy. He sees the classroom as a sanctuary, a place where minds can be freed. But here's the crucial counterpoint: the limitations of that education in a violently oppressive society. Tammy, despite being brilliant, realizes that traditional schooling isn't enough to fight the systemic injustice he faces. He feels a pull towards activism, towards more direct action. Consider the scene where Tammy challenges Mr. M about the relevance of Latin in the current struggle. He's basically saying, how does this help us on the streets? It highlights that painful clash between intellectual pursuit and the desperate need for immediate social change. This is something that you could explore, the limitations of education and also the power of it based on the story. Moving on to our second theme, generational conflict and the search for a path forward. This play is a masterclass in showing the chasm between different generations' approaches to fighting apartheid. Mr. M, as we've discussed, represents the older generation's belief in peaceful resistance, in the power of words and intellectual argument. He's seen as a moderate, perhaps even slow, by the younger, more radical activists. Then you have Tammy representing the frustrated youth, right? He's tired of waiting, tired of the slow pace of change. He's drawn to the boycotts and the more confrontational methods. His anger and impatience are palpable. Think about the heated arguments between Mr. M and Tammy. Mr. M says something like, "The children must learn to think, not just to shout slogans." And Tammy in his frustration retorts, "You can't talk your way out of this." These direct quotes are gold for when you answer this question, where they would say, explore the theme between generational conflict, that perfectly encapsulate the ideological divide. Isabel also plays a role here, caught between the two. She's learning from both, trying to understand the perspectives. It's not just a simple good versus bad, it's about different strategies in a seemingly unwinnable war. Exploring this tension and the tragic consequences of this divide will earn you serious marks. Finally, let's tackle our third crucial theme, the role of the individual in social change. This is where the personal becomes political, and is heartbreakingly relevant in My Children, My Africa. Each character is grappling with their individual responsibility in a society demanding change. Mr. M believes his individual contribution is through education. He sacrifices everything for it. Tammy, however, feels an overwhelming personal obligation to join the collective, to join the movement, to become part of the wider movement. He struggles with his loyalty to Mr. M versus his commitment to his community. And then there's Isabel, the outsider who initially comes with the debate for intellectual curiosity, but becomes deeply affected by what she witnesses. She's forced to confront her own privilege and her individual role in a deeply unjust system. Her growth throughout the play is about realizing her own responsibility to speak out and act. The tragic ending, of course, is a stark reminder of the devastating personal cost of individual choices in a time of intense social upheaval. Mr. M's ultimate sacrifice is perhaps the most poignant example of an individual's commitment, even if it leads to despair. So till the end, Mr. M believed in education and he literally died for it. So there you have it, 3 critical themes for My Children, My Africa: the power and limitations of education, generational conflict and the path forward, and the role of the individual in social change. So remember, when you're writing your exam, be specific, analyze the characters deeply, and link the themes. Now, I know trial exams are tough, but you've got this. Take this insight, reread the play, and start crafting those killer essays. If this video helped you out, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button. It really helps me know what content you want more of. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we've got more trial exam deep dives coming your way.